Okay, angry Native American. Alright, I'm starting to see more and more of this, and it's pissing me off too. I hate white bigots and white racists. I hate them with a passion. I can understand people of color and black people being angry towards whites who have done this to them. But I can't understand the black bigots and the black racists out there doing to others what exactly was done to them. What the fuck? Really? You mean you're no better than the people who have done this to you? You're just as low as they are? You see a white man, you think you want to go up and start beating the shit out of them simply because their skin is white? You don't want to take the time to get to know them and find out if they're actually a racist or a bigot? No. No. That's not in your repertoire there somewhere? You are just as bad as the white racists and the white bigots. And that goes for any race. Any race. I don't care if you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, if you're Jewish, if you're purple, if you're green, if you're red, or if you're rainbow color. I don't care. If the first thing you think of when you see somebody who does not have skin color the same as you is to go up and harass them and assault them, you are no better than a white racist. You are no better than the KKK. You don't think I deal with racism? I tell Native Americans how much Native American blood I have in me, and they say I'm not Native American enough. Because I only have 1/16 of black blood in me, they say I'm not black enough. But because I have Native American and black blood in me, white man says I'm not white enough. And every one of the white races I have in me, I've only got about a 16th of each one of their blood. So what the fuck am I? You tell me I don't suffer from racism? Every time I get denied from my own groups, my own people, I suffer from racism. So yeah, I'm out here being the angry Native American. Because the Native American blood is the only blood that has the most in it of any one race. But I'm rejected by you all. And you don't think that hurts? My grandfather was rejected in this nation because he was Native American. And he had to pass himself off as white to be able to vote. I know how much that hurt him. Because I'm rejected by everybody. By every one of the races that are in my blood. And that's why I hate racism so much. because it has hurt me and my family so much. Why can't you just stop it? Black people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other black man's. Native American people are just as much my ancestors as any other Native American man's. German people are just as much my ancestors as any other German man. Scottish people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other Scottish man's. Norwegian people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other Norwegian man's. Swedish people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other Swedish man's. French people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other French man's. Polish people are just as much my ancestors as they are any other Polish man's. Italian people are just as much my ancestors as any other Italian man's. Irish people are just as much my ancestors as any other Irish man's. But I am rejected by you all. I am rejected by each and every one of you. You don't think I can understand the racism a black man goes through? My skin's more white than brown. My nipples look like they belong to an African American person. But I'm rejected by you all. And you wonder why I get so angry over racism. Because I suffer it. I don't belong anywhere. I'm a nobody to everyone. I'm a nothing. And I shouldn't be hurt by that, right? Because my skin's more white. But you walk up to a white person, they ask you what nationality you are, and you make one mention of Native American or black, and they reject you. And if you don't have enough Native American or black in you, they reject you. Fuck, why should I be surprised? My own mother rejected me. So why should I be surprised? My own mother rejected me because I was a girl. So the only way I can be accepted in your world is if I become one full race and a man. Well, I'm none of that. I'm so much more than that. And you bigots and racists are so wrong. What you do to each other is wrong. I don't care what color your skin is. You act like that, you're wrong. And you wonder why nothing straightens out. Look at how you're behaving. People of my own ancestry could even give a shit less about me. But I care so deeply about them, they don't even know it. But that don't matter. It don't matter. The only thing is I'm not enough of what you want me to be. But I'm not leaving this earth to satisfy your bigoted fucking asses. I'm gonna stay here. And I'm gonna stay in your faces until you realize your hate, your bigotry, and your bullshit does nothing but hurt your own people. It's not right. And it needs to stop. Some of us out here need to be accepted too. Some of us out here need the right to be counted too. And we're the ones, or at least I'm one of them, who fights the hardest for you. I get called crazy for fighting so hard. But that doesn't matter, because I'm not black enough. I'm not Native American enough. I'm not white enough. I'm just not enough for you, am I? You bigots make me sick. Well, I'm enough for me.